Hi, this is Kimberley. Today I'll be talking about Letecia Shit Grouch again, that rotten evil bobblehead step monster witch of G-Man Gannon, our little boy blue hero. However, her status of being a step monster is going to change very soon, as Gannon's dad Albert has reportedly filed for divorce from Letecia Shit last week. Soon one can refer to her as the former step bitch that used to live in a nice home on Mandan Drive in Lorson Ranch, a quiet subdivision. Boy, how life can change in an instant, a moment. So now she will be an ex-Mrs. Grouch, but will always and forever be the same piece of shit. And the piece of shit that now lives in the slammer, the jail. After the trial, she'll move to the pen, the can, the clink, Iron City, lockdown, the tank, the big house, time out for grown-ups, a place to think about what you have done, stay in at the Crowbar Hotel. Sure, there's a few of you unfamiliar with the case, so to briefly bring you up to speed, according to Colorado's El Paso County Sheriff's Office, Letecia Shit Grouch reported her stepson Gannon missing from their Colorado Springs home on January 27th, around 7 p.m., telling police that he had left on foot to play at a friend's house and never returned. Yeah, he was missing, but he did not leave on foot, and he did not go to a friend's house. 48 days he's been gone now. When is her lion ass gonna spontaneously combust? I have recently been asked about why I've taken to bad-mouthing Letecia Shit. Given that she has only been arrested and charged, nothing has been proven yet. This is why. The El Paso County Sheriff's Office strongly believes Letecia Shit Grouch is responsible for killing her 11-year-old stepson, Gannon. I trust that they have gathered enough evidence to prove this in a court of law, and this must be some very strong evidence if they've arrested her without first locating the deceased body of our hero Gannon. She faces the following charges: first-degree murder of a child under the age of 12 by a person in a position of trust, second-degree child abuse resulting in death, tampering with a deceased human body, tampering with physical evidence, and to add insult to injury, she allegedly slipped out of her handcuffs and attacked a deputy, trying to be all badass and shit, or she's just totally flipped her lid, or both. But she did this while being extradited to Colorado. Therefore, they snapped those damn handcuffs on really tight for her debut to the crowd of law-abiding citizens who came for the show. Everyone was half expecting another one of her sleight-of-hand cheap tricks. On Wednesday, March 11th, Senior Deputy District Attorney Michael Allen told reporters outside the courtroom that the first-degree murder charge alone comes with a possible life sentence. He's pretty damn confident about this, so I tend to believe that she will be found beyond a shadow of a doubt that she is guilty of all charges. He also told media that he's not yet ruled out seeking the death penalty. Quote, "I'm not thinking plea right now, I'm thinking trial," end quote. He said he made it very clear he doesn't want to make a deal with, nor does he have any intention to bargain or dicker with piece of shit. This man is going to be Letecia Shit's worst nightmare. And I know we are supposed to show decorum and decency and manners and shit, but I just can't wait for him to nail her to the damn wall. Mr. Senior Deputy D.A. Allen, sir, thank you. Let me tell you a little bit I found out about him, the Senior Deputy DA, Mr. Allen, sir, when I was doing my gumshoe stuff. He has put every murderer away that he's ever faced in court. True, don't underestimate my ability to find out shit. Yes, he has put every murderer away that he's ever faced in court. Go, Mr. Allen. He was named Homicide Prosecutor of the Year 2015 and 2017. I was spending a lot of time trying to find out if this was a regional, state, or nationwide award, 'cause I like being all thorough and shit, but then I gave the fuck up. I've been nodding off at my computer lately, and I think it's because one of my medications was changed. It's either nodding off or I can't damn sleep at all. There's no happy medium. Regardless, that shit doesn't matter. He was awarded Homicide Prosecutor of the Year 2015 and 2017. That is quite impressive, and we are in for a good show. But I'm heartbroken that the judge denied Cameron the courtroom when the actual trial starts. That sucks, but I take comfort in knowing that there's some steadfast and mature grown-ups in the courtroom that will uphold the law. And then you have the piece of shit's cliquey crew. Those ladies do a bunch of weird and inappropriate smiling. Don't y'all think? I do. I know this is probably the biggest case they've ever had, and that might have something to do with it, but they should know they're supposed to show decorum. They keep using that word in paperwork that I've looked up. For fuck's sake. I mean, land sakes alive. There's formalities and etiquette and shit. They don't look like they just came out of law school, if you know what I mean. So they should know stuff, right? The spectators in the audience, if you will, were being all classy and shit, and no one flew off the handle. Seems like they all got the decorum order memo titled Spectators Must Observe Proper Courtroom Decorum. See how that word keeps being used? That means there's protocol and shit to follow. Act with civility and use your manners and shit. Plus, I bet they all got a lecture before they were allowed to march into the courtroom in a single file line. This is a place of seriousness. I'm not sure if anyone has a sense of humor there. Quote, if at any time during the proceedings you feel the onset of an emotional reaction that may violate the court's order, please quietly and discreetly exit the courtroom. End quote. See how they're all serious and mature and stuff? Judge Gregory Werner presided over Letecia Stauch's advisement hearing. The courtroom was packed to capacity. The judge said, while it is an emotional case, he will not tolerate any emotional or verbal outbursts from the peanut gallery. So don't show any emotions and don't talk. Put your finger over your mouth, like you had to do in kindergarten and first grade. Allow me, I would like to elaborate on what the judge is trying to get over, because that's what I do. I explain stuff and shit. But please don't bring your emotional baggage into the courtroom. Be low-key as fuck. Stay on the quiet. Prudently, peacefully, without noise, no fucking drama, in an orderly fashion, and covertly under wraps. No freaking out. No crying or screaming. No accusing. No accusing Letecia shit. No throwing shit. It's strongly suggested that drama queens not enter the courtroom. There is already one of those here, and she's on trial for murder. So, if anyone is gonna blow and lose their shit, flip their lid, have a tantrum, they need to shelter in place at home and let the piece of shit that's in the courtroom do it. Since Letecia shit is all high and mighty, let her have the place to herself. She thinks quite highly of herself. The courtroom shall be a peaceful atmosphere so we can hear all the shit Letecia shit did. If you are a person that is overly upset all the time for no reason, then stay the hell away. If you feel a wicked, explosive DOM attack coming on, which of course is diarrhea of the mouth. If you feel an explosive diarrhea of the mouth attack coming on, well, stay the hell home. But if it sneaks up on you once you've been seated in the courtroom and your mouth starts making growling sounds and gurgling noises, and you feel the urge to stand up and speak and address the courtroom, hold your cheeks together. Exit immediately and without delay with your finger over your mouth. However, don't make a fucking scene as you're leaving. Be all inconspicuous and shit. just leave. And for God's sake, don't wear those click, click, click heels. Get out, vanish, depart, walk away, go away, abandon, move, leave, and for fuck's sake, do it quietly. And for the love of God, rise when the judge and jury enter and leave the courtroom. That's just good courtroom etiquette, or good manners. And stand when speaking to the judge, especially when he's hollering at you. I have an example of a reporter being hollered at, and she just kept sitting, and the judge was pissed. She almost caused a mistrial, and it took all he had to not throw his gavel at her, to hit her squarely in the forehead. I'll link that video in the description, and if I remember, I'll make an end card for it where you can just click on it at the end of this video. But I forget shit a lot, so don't count on it. You'll be all looking for it and be like, well, what the fuck? She said it's here, and it's not you, it's me. Sergeant Deborah Minot with the El Paso County Sheriff's Office wanted to remind the public that no matter how passionate they are and how passionate they may feel, signs, outbursts, and any kind of communication attempt with la piece of shit is expressly forbidden. Audible comments and emotional displays or outbursts are strictly prohibited. So keep your thoughts and your shit to yourself. Don't be doing no damn hand signals and stuff. They'll figure it out or think you're throwing up gang signs or something. Any violators of these orders will be subject to contempt proceedings and sanctions and may be barred from the trial. So, in other words, you will get into a shit ton of trouble. So just don't even go there. Judge Werner is not kidding. He will kick your ass out of the courtroom and into the street. They will bounce you out of there like you're in a damn nightclub and got into a damn fight or something. And you will be really embarrassed because they will probably talk about it on the evening news and it'll be in the newspaper. People will be pointing and going, I know who that is. And people will be putting shit all over Facebook and making those, are they called memes or memes? But they'll make one of those things, you know, where people make fun of you and everybody laughs and it's all over Reddit and stuff. Quote, have professional decorum. That means no signage, no yelling. There is absolutely no communicating with inmates whatsoever when in court. And if you do those types of things, you will be asked to leave immediately. And you might even face charges depending on the situation, depending on the judge's decision, end quote. So, in other words, don't act a goddamn fool. It's going to piss off the judge, and you don't know, he might be in a bad mood already, and now you just pissed him off more, so just don't show your ass. Be all classy and shit. This shit is of a delicate nature. So, let's review this on the down low, under the radar. So, showing up in an outrageous outfit or just ridiculous bright colors and stilettos, or you're a man and you wear purple pants and just stop. Don't do that. Wear regular clothes, conservative clothes, I would say, and neutral colors, and don't wear platform shoes and shit, you know, man or woman. Being all careful and shit like that. I've not worn heels in 10 years. If someone busts their ass, the judge has to stop everything, send the jury out, then someone will put it on YouTube and see my video of a forensic coroner that was testifying, and that dumbass fell. He just fell out of his chair, or he was going to sit. Now, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he fell. So don't make a ruckus, be discreet, excuse yourself in a prudent manner. Yes, I know, I get on to people and call them a prude, but if the law calls for it, then be a fucking prude. Keep in mind, you want to avoid embarrassment, so don't be wearing brand new stilettos. Do not access social media until the trial is over if you're on the jury. Yes, the rules are super strict, on every fucking thing you can think of. And you're supposed to turn your fucking phone off, or at least where it will not make any sounds, even if you can hear the vibrate. Just nothing. Don't draw attention to yourself. During her court appearance on March 3rd, 2020, Letecia Stauch acted confused and said she did not have an opportunity to consult with an attorney. Bullshit. Bitch said, quote, "Well, I've still never been given the opportunity to, since the beginning, to even call my attorney and even talk to him about any of these things," end quote. She told Judge Clifford Welsh, who was not fazed by her comments, and proceeded on with the hearing like she didn't even talk. She didn't have a damn attorney. As usual, she was lying. Why? Because she has liarrhea, and she's not had treatment for it. So the liarrhea is just going to keep on and on and on. That's why she's losing weight. Some people said she's losing weight on purpose so she can get all skinny to slip out of prison and escape. The damn shit people come up with. Prior to the arrest, Letecia Stauch had been obsessively posting on social media sites. Instead of posting appeals to help find Gannon, she was professing her innocence and offering explanations as to what happened to Gannon. What had happened was even developing a timeline that she posted on Facebook. Letecia Stauch claimed she was being harassed online and should be offered an apology from everyone who suspected she could have ever hurt her stepson. Bitch, please. I mean, that's outrageous. She has more issues than Better Homes and Gardens. Quote, "Because of all the massive pre-indictment and pre-trial negative publicity," end quote, her public defender filed a motion to limit pre-trial publicity so she can get a fair trial. Maybe Letecia Stauch should have stayed off Facebook and Twitter. She herself had claimed to have been cleared of any wrongdoing by law enforcement. No, she wasn't. The fact that she let him leave the house confounded many, due to the fact that Gannon had not attended school that day due to illness. Letecia Stauch responded and hit back by stating Gannon was not ill at the time, just dealing with stomach issues from his medication that made him anxious about being in class all day, and she had the answer at the ready to clear up any misunderstanding. Letecia Stauch has been designated as an inmate who might possibly harm herself behind bars. Okay, well, there's that free will thing. But as a result of being one that may possibly harm herself, she's been outfitted in the fluorescent lemon lime frock garment prison costume, making her easy to identify within the prison population. Also, she will be easy to spot after scaling an electric barbed wire fence and sprinting across a field and tracking up a rocky mountain. However, if she is determined to off herself like Otis, just please answer this before you go. Where is Gannon, you evil witch? Maybe they would let you out for an afternoon if you promised to get on your fucking broom and fly around and show them where our hero G-Man is. If looks could kill, bitch would be all clearly departed and shit by now. Those daggers Lanton was shooting with her eyes at Letecia Stauch during that entire proceeding, she just wanted to slap the acne off of her dumbass, ignorant face. I suppose Letecia Stauch made a request of Judge Werner to be allowed to face the wall while she was being formally charged, and I imagine Judge Werner sent back a response of, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I have an active imagination on occasion, but the courtroom seats 60 people and it was filled to capacity. Consequently, some people were turned away, just like when you get all purdied up and go clubbing and the bouncer won't let you in. Simply put, that's like stuff I've seen in the movies. Night at the Roxbury is one of my favorite. I think I did that kind of clubbing or trying to club shit in my early 20s. But it was so long ago, I don't really remember anymore. Some refer to it as getting hammered, which leads to getting all fucked up, and eventually that leads to being blackout drunk. Hey, they could have tricked the piece of shit when they brought her in for questioning. Said, here's your drink. It'll help you relax. And just casually set it in front of her, the fun little tempting drink, and had an umbrella in it. And inside the glass would be some nuclear horse piss truth serum. That's my active imagination going on again. Of course, Landon was there in the courtroom along with Gannon's father, Albert, and he just last week filed for paperwork of dissolving his marriage. He just wanted it to blow the fuck up with a piece of shit and be done with it. He said the marriage is irretrievably broken. In other words, there's no salvaging that shit show. Sadie always gave him more kisses, love, and affection than La Piece of Shit did, so he's seeking full custody of the family dog. La Piece of Shit is due to face off with her estranged husband at a status hearing on March 17th, coming up in just a couple of days. Several documents in the case against La Piece of Shit Grouch were published by the Colorado court system on Thursday. I'll give you the link in the description area of this video. There was nothing that interesting in it except the very long witness list, just a bunch of boring papers. The next time we'll see La Piece of Shit in court is at a status conference that's scheduled for April 14th at 3 p.m. and they're going to check back in on the progress. Her status is that she's a homicidal assassin baby killer with chronic diarrhea. She tells habitual lies on top of lies and actually expects us to believe it. Meanwhile, she's in such a state of denial that she has no clue that she just looks stupid and pathetic. That's all I've got. If some of this shit I talked about is all untimely and shit, well, I'm always running late and I'm a procrastinator and stuff. Plus, I have a real life and all of that. When I was in elementary school, I saw my teacher out and about one day. She was either shopping for groceries or at the movies. I don't know. She was doing something normal, and it shattered my soul. For one, she was dressed in casual clothing, and she had her husband with her, and she wasn't fucking at school. I was confused, disbelieving, surprised, disappointed, hurt, and all of that shit turned to anger. In other words, I was like, what the fuck, man? Only I was a kid, and back then any adult could slap you. Your parents, your teacher, a neighbor, etc. So yeah, I was like, what the fuck, all in my head. I thought she lived at school, always ate in the lunchroom, and for fuck's sake, she's married? Are you fucking kidding me? You're a teacher, for fuck's sake. And for those that don't know, for fuck's sake also covers not only what the fuck, but this is when you want to add that you're disturbed. There's pandemonium, embarrassment, and confusion, and it's all mixed together. What was my original point? Oh yeah, don't get mad, but I have a real life outside of YouTube. I know, I don't like it either. I know it feels like it, but I am not cheating on you. We can't go on together with suspicious minds. We're not caught in a trap. But I won't ever walk out because I love you too much, baby. Thank you, Elvis, for reading my satirical mind and my jumbled up mind, too. Well, anyway, part 4 of wrapping the hell up of Daddy being an unbelievable, comprehensive, total fucking disgusting zero will be coming soon within a couple days, and that's all the shit and stuff I've got for today. Much love and peace. Thank you for listening.